African people are great thinkers and very industrious, successful at many things, which has been documented in history and our present age. Sometimes what we hear and see can deceive us. This even applies to African achievers. Our success goes beyond sports arenas, and it's not limited to entertainment either. So William Atkinson was a headmaster, teachers. Reverend Les Isaacs, a pastor, preacher. Henry Asabasab from a mathematics teacher. Michael Williams, he published books for readers. There's many other leaders in various fields. Professor Jeff Palmer, a scientist that deals with experiments, finding facts concealed. Just like Dr. Mark Richards spinning DJ wheels. There's Trevor Hutton, the football coach and mentor, pushing people toward their hopes. Tony Wade, the entrepreneur, over £1 million gross with British products for African hair growth. African people are high achievers, some of the greatest leaders in various fields. Beyond sports pitches or record deals, in every industry we excel with skills. African people are high achievers, some of the greatest leaders in various fields. Beyond sports pitches and record deals, in every industry we excel with skills. Some excel in several fields and are very passionate. Reverend Mzabunge is a pastor and an activist, and William Wilkie, the same for education and classes. Lord Herman Ousley is the race activist. Eric Huntley, a publisher and an activist. David Lammy, a lawyer and politician for the masses. Claude Henriksen, a community activist. Lord Bill Morris assures better wages, a trade unionist for workers who need payment. Superintendent Leroy Logan empowers people as an activist and a police officer. All are different examples of what life can offer us. A lawyer and an activist is Jonathan Atu, and Dr. John Robbins is a lawyer for the truth. Dr. Chris Simmons Fitner, educationist for the youth. Echo with Sean, a culturalist studying people groups. African people are high achievers, some of the greatest leaders in various fields. Beyond sports pitches or record deals, in every industry we excel with skills. African people are high achievers, some of the greatest leaders in various fields. Beyond sports pitches or record deals, in every industry we excel with skills. John Amaechi, a sportsman and psychologist, draws parallels that might not be obvious. Ruth Jackson and Darkest Bees, music executives. Mark Wadsworth, journalizer, political relevance. Lord Paul Boateng, a lawyer with eloquence. Henry Appiah is definitely evidence that British Africans have business intelligence. Alex Amosu is further proof of successes. Renee Correa, more success in businesses. Benjamin Zephaniah, the poet so spirited. PC Chuck Wundoon, Ikiazar approves police authorities not always abused. As an activist, he helps the community improve. Paul Stevenson started the Bristol boycott move. Dr. Felix Kanote, a Hulu proves that Africans excel in medicine, a sickle cell specialist. African people are high achievers, some of the greatest leaders in various fields. Beyond sports pitches and record deals, in every industry we excel with skills. African people are high achievers, some of the greatest leaders in various fields. Beyond sports pitches and record deals, in every industry we excel with skills. Pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Yeah. African people are dark and athletic, but also quite smart and have presence. You don't believe, I prove it to you on record. Exhibit 1, Larry Constantine, a Trinidadian cricketer, exceptional in any league, and helped the West Indies defeat a British team. Exceptional all around, and not just in sports. He excelled on the field and in judicial court. His family was mistreated at the hotel. He didn't sit back, accept it, saying, oh well. He took his case before a judge where most blacks fail, and won
a case against a system that was old and stale. He was a journalist, broadcaster, and studied law, and wrote and published 2 books with friends CLR. Mr. James, we'll discuss that later, but we see that Africans are well-rounded and major players. So pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Yeah. African people are smart and scientific. We like to think, analyze, and listen. Investigate to see what keeps life ticking. You don't believe, I'll show you one to be specific. Exhibit 2 is Dr. Mark Richards, a man of many thirsts, talents, and intuition. An African who excels at chemistry and physics, a college lecturer and founder of several businesses who specializes in wireless air sensing. Now that's different, that's real different, but he'll also take a track and remix it. Yeah, that's right, a musical composition, examining sound and light waves and experiments, releasing music under the name DJ Chemist. That seems far-fetched and probably over some heads, but he stimulates the mind like a shock to dreads. Pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Yeah. African people are wise with good judgment, brave, intelligent, artistic, constructive. You don't believe, I'll show you one from the public. Exhibit 3, Dr. John Roberts QC, whose accolades are as deep as the blue seas. He loved planes, so he became a pilot, as well as an accountant as an RAF private. As if that wasn't enough, he just kept climbing till he reached the Crown Court part-timing. Then he took another step, many thought doubtful. First African appointed to the Queen's Council. His accomplishments are much more than a mouthful. 10 different countries, 10 different bars, but he also plays pianos and guitars. How can one man do so much, go so far? He's the first in many things to inspire all. Pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on, pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Somebody grab the baton and pass it on, 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 pass it on. Yeah. Great leaders have blazed trails for us to tread on. It's time we do so. Pick up the baton. So I understand I belong on the top and not the underhand. My ancestors were great, I got no other plans than to follow their paths. I am an African child of the motherland, destined, so I understand I belong on the top and not the underhand. My ancestors were great, I got no other plans than to follow their paths. I am an African. I'm a child of a great place, my bloodline got a great faith. So it's time that minds take shape in the form of those who went before me, blazing history's pages with legacies of glory. Marcus Garvey, the Jamaican orator, who led millions through races, streets, and corridors, determined for equality, keys for any door, economic empowerment so blacks are never poor. He's one of many, we'll look at several more, so let's rewind, go back in time a bit further, and take a look at Imhotep, an avid learner, an architect, an engineer, and a physician, a philosopher as well, with poetic intuitions, knowledge without restrictions to others' measurement, applying the brilliant mind to various elements, speech refined, life defined by black intelligence. I'm a child of the motherland, destined, so I understand I belong on the top and not the underhand. My ancestors were great, I got no other plans than to follow their paths. I am an African child of the motherland, destined, so I understand I belong on the top and not the underhand. My ancestors were great, I got no other plans than to follow their paths. I am an African. I'm a child of the Most High. When I walk, I keep my nose high, cause wherever I am, he's close by. He chose I like he chose Peter Tosh, Dr. King Jr. and Dr. Alan Goff, for microbiologists who help less life be lost, improving vaccinations for polio and measles. And there's others who move mountains being peaceful. Paul Stevenson led the Bristol boycott, so Omnibus Company discrimination stopped. And there's others, Samuel Coleridge Taylor, an African composer who was quite major in the 20th century, as Hiawatha's Wedding Feast, and Britain rivaled Handel's Messiah Piece. And there's other feats great Africans accomplished. Kuguano and Equiano took steps to abolish slavery, writing biographies greatly acknowledged. I'm a child of the motherland destined, so I understand. I belong on the top and not the underhand. My ancestors were great, I got no other plans than to follow their paths. I am an African child of the motherland destined, so I understand. I belong on the top and not the underhand. My ancestors were great, I got no other plans than to follow their paths. I am an African. So whether I'm in Peckham, Poland, or Portugal, I'm an African from a line of great oracles whose feats are documented and historical, who started great and overcame what was horrible. So if you in Togo, Texas, or Taiwan, African blood runs thick from Chad to Saigon. Dr. John Roberts QC said it best, whatever's in the bone will come out of the flesh. I'm a child of the motherland destined, so I understand. I belong on the top and not the underhand. My ancestors were great, I got no other plans than to follow their paths. I am an African. We as Africans are scholars, always have been scholars, architects, engineers, doctors, lawyers, musicians, and writers. We are capable of any and all things. I'm a child of the motherland destined, so I understand. I belong on the top and not the underhand. My ancestors were great, I got no other plans than to follow their paths. I am an African child of the motherland destined, so I understand. I belong on the top and not the underhand. My ancestors were great, I got no other plans than to follow